Start with Will Thornhill.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. Last weekend in Charlotte, after the Duke loss, you mentioned that if your team can kind of learn from playing in that game and just playing in the whole ACC tournament in general, that it would help you guys prepare for a weekend like this down in Louisiana. How do you think the tournament prepared you last weekend for tonight's big win?
Well, the ACC tournament is just a grueling tournament. You got 12 teams, 12 great teams, and some are fighting for postseason bids. Some are fighting for hosting, to be a hosting site, and some are, fighting for a national seed. But it's 12 great teams, so I told them that's the toughest tournament they'll ever play in, and it drains you a little bit, and it taxes you a little bit, and just learn from it. And this weekend, you're going to have 4 great teams. I didn't know this environment was going to be quite as electric as it was. This was a really, it was an unbelievable baseball environment. It wasn't hostile like some baseball environments. They're just great fans with respect for the game and pull for their team. But it was an electric atmosphere. And but I think going through the ACC tournament did help them, and I think they did learn from it.
Coach, our next question is going to come from Rob McLean.
Elliott, when you went into this game, obviously you had a freshman. You went into yesterday's game, you had freshmen. 2 freshman pitchers help you get past a regional host. Your thoughts on that?
It's just how much they've grown up. I talked to both of them after the game. I talked to the team after the game, and when you see, part of it is you got to give them credit, like Matt Willits and Chris Villeman. So you have to give them credit. But anytime a person grows and learns and develops, then you got to give leadership at the top. And our senior leadership, our older guys in that locker room, Devontae Brown, JT Jarrett, the list goes on and on. Everybody in that locker room, Johnny Butler, Reed Johnston, Evan Justice. It's an outstanding list, and what they have done, setting the example, talking to them, and providing leadership allows Matt Willison to pitch in this environment and get down 4-0, but keep them where they are until we were able to claw back. And then Chris Villeman, after having a 2-run homer from their top of the lineup, is as good as any top of the lineup we saw all year. And so it was just a lot of credit to our team, a lot of credit to those 2 guys, and just really proud of everybody.
Could you give us a sense of the atmosphere in the dugout when it was 4-0 and 5-3?
No, it was okay. I mean, it was early. It was like second or third inning. We got a good lineup, and we knew everybody was kind of down the line of pitching. I thought they got a great start from their guy. I think he was 4-0 in the year, but I'm not sure they expected to get the start they got from their starter. And I thought he pitched outstanding. And like I said, Matt Willison just kept them at bay. The 2-run homers. And of course, he had a walk before each home run. And I hope they'll remember that. And but we knew we'd get back in it. Terrell Tatum had the big hit when the rain started coming with the bases loaded. And I think that relaxed everybody a little bit.
Devontae Brown's performance in this tournament. Everybody knows the top 4 of your lineup has, they're all over double digits homers. Now he is too. Does this show that you have balance in that lineup throughout?
I've said that. I said that coming into the season. I've said that all season. Our 1 through 9 just finds ways to do their job. Nobody tries to do too much. Nobody tries to hit home runs. Nobody tries to be the guy they don't have to, because they know they can just pass it to the next guy and just walk it down the line. And if we keep walking it down the line and stay within ourselves and stay in the strike zone, then we're going to be a tough out for pitchers next weekend.
So next weekend, it's not clear yet. Nebraska won today. So what is your approach? Do you watch the game tomorrow? How are you guys going to approach this coming week?
Oh, we may not know what time the game is tomorrow. You said Nebraska won, so I guess they have a 1-game thing on Monday, and we may be flying back. I don't know. We're trying to get out of here. I think we have to split the team up and get them out of here. We may not get back to like 6 or 7 o'clock. So we may be in the air where that game is decided.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Coach Avent, your next question is going to come from Andrew Schnicker.
Elliott, Sam mentioned this yesterday, but you guys have obviously had some heartbreak over the last several years in this round of the NCAA tournament. How good of a feeling is it to see this group go out there this weekend and just take care of business and get you guys back into the super regionals?
Well, yeah, this group knows nothing about the things you mentioned, you know, the TCU, the Kentucky and the coastal thing at home. No, this group knows nothing about that. They just know who they are and what they're trying to do. But I was very pleased for them because this is like I said, beating this team twice with this crowd, and this is a good team. It wasn't just the crowd. I thought the crowd might have been worth a couple runs or maybe more. And I just thought our guys to beat this La Tech team, who's a veteran team. The coaching staff is unbelievable. They've done a tremendous job with these players. And as much as I think about our players in our locker room and our dugout, I know they think the same thing about their team. I saw them as I was walking off the field. There were a lot of good hugs and a lot of sad hugs because that's a great ball club.
Okay, next question is going to come from Alex Sawyer.
Yeah, coach, the inning after a big offensive inning is always important for your pitcher to kind of, keep that momentum going. Willits in the sixth after your big fifth had probably his best inning of the game, shut them down quickly in his last inning that he worked. Just how important was that for him to come back out after the big break there, watch the team put up runs and just shut them down, kind of not let them build momentum to get immediately back into it?
Yeah, it's always what you want to do on the defensive end. If you score, you want to put up a 0, and when they score, you try to answer back. And I thought Matt gained some confidence through how he was pitching. He knew he had settled in. As a matter of fact, we gave great pause to take him out when we did. If it hadn't, because he was just starting to pitch better. And if we hadn't had such a long inning there, he might have gone back out. But we decided we'd go with Chris.
We have time for one more question. JB Ricks.
Hey, Coach, I appreciate you taking out the time this late at night, and congratulations on the super regional bid. We spoke, and you've said it on record multiple times, how much confidence you have in this team as far as matching it up with all of the teams that you've been a part of during your illustrious career. But what proved that notion right about this team having a great chance to win it all this year based off what they did in Louisiana this weekend? I
just think that it's so tough to be where we are now, JB. It's so hard. You think about 86, and everybody's putting money into baseball now. It's not like 286 teams and these guys don't really care. People are putting money into baseball itself throughout the country. They're putting money into stadiums, and it pays off in recruiting. So to be down to the final 16 teams at the end of the day tomorrow is amazing. And we've done it with a few. This team reminds me so much of our first team that I had here. Just a few select guys. We played 9 guys for like 3 months now. We 5 guys have pitched the bulk of our innings all year, and we got a bullpen that stepped up the last month. But and they're ready to go too when needed. But I just couldn't be more proud of a group of people. And I was talking. We had so many parents here. When I was on the way to the bus, I spoke to every set of parents for these kids. And I told them, forget how good of ball players your sons are. And I know you're proud. I know you love your kid no matter what. But I think since they've been gone for you for 3 or 4 or 5 years, I don't know if y'all understand these guys are men. They're young men, but they're men. What y'all have done in raising your children, you couldn't be more proud, because these are tremendous group of men who represent NC State University and their families.
Thank you, Coach Avent, and thank you, everybody.
Thank y'all. Bye, Fred.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thanks,
Good
Fred.
evening.